Well, today started out kind of nice. Kinda. I'm pretty exhausted. But I was able to cook and make some food while the wife took care of this guy. And then I got to talk with my cousin. We haven't been able to talk for a while because he's got a new kid as well and a house and everything, so he's been super busy. But yeah, we just, we always end up talking about the current Nintendo stuff going on and speculate about various things, talk about how Marvel is going to end up bringing Iron Man back with Doctor Doom. Anyways, I'm just rambling now. But we also talked about how there's that new Fantastic Four movie, which looks like crap, and then the new Superman movie, which actually looks insanely good. I didn't know that it was James Gunn, his first, basically creating the DC universe now in the filmography, so I'm actually really excited for that. I'll probably see that with my dad when it comes out. But anyway, right as I wrapped up the phone call with him, this guy suddenly woke up. So I strapped him to me, and then when I came out here, suddenly I felt something like drop on my foot. It was almost like it was dust or something. And then sure enough, sweet baby, bleh. But anyway, I'm gonna try and get him to relax. The only video I posted today for YouTube was the last vlog, so that just goes to show how far back these clips are from. Hi, baby. You went crazy 2 seconds ago, right? Yeah. So I was shaving, and he freaked out because I was in the other room, so I brought him in with me, and for the most part, he was okay. There was one of my razors that I was using that he was like, "Aah!" And I don't know which one it is, but he always freaks out on one of them. But Papa feels so much better now because my face was super itchy. Nah? Oh, distracted by the phone. Hey, pups. Hey, pups. Oh, well, that was pretty busy. So I made some corn on the cob, which you just cover it with olive oil and then throw it in the oven for like 20 minutes at 350, and yeah, quick, easy. Wife's making sushi. And then we also have some gyoza, and then I just gave the dogs their bath. The best part about homemade sushi, as much as you want. Whoa. So fucking good. Jub, you have such a tiny head. After we finished up at the store, we pretty much just hung out, ate, watched some stuff, and then baby Leon started falling asleep, and then he did fall asleep, and then I started getting to work. I finally beat the Project Silverfish game. My total playtime was around 20 hours, and beat the game is a relative term because I basically hit a roadblock with the end of the current content, so the game still needs updates for me to actually like play more and see it to the end kind of thing. Still, that game was phenomenal. It really just blew me away. I was not expecting that. It's gonna be on my game of the year list. Anyways, beat that game, started editing a little bit, and then I did an Mario Kart stream. I could have done a Trove stream, but I thought, fuck it, I want to play Mario Kart. And that was my first time playing online, which I'm sweating, dude. Like, it was intense. After playing with 24 random people just constantly KOing me, I figured out how to set up a private lobby where some of you guys joined in through like a room code. That seems a lot more fun to me. I do wish that there was still more people watching the videos for like the Nintendo content, because that's kind of always been like, I love Nintendo games, but unfortunately the Nintendo audience has kind of moved on since my brother and me, stopped doing Nintendo exclusive stuff, whatever. Point being is it makes it so much more fun when I get to play with you guys that I'm disappointed that we don't get that amount of views with like the other random streams and stuff anymore. It's just disappointing. With that said, it is almost 6 a.m. because oops. So time to eat and then get to bed. Baby Leon? Where is everybody? Like, this is his chair, but he's not here. The dogs aren't even here. Baby Leon? Baby Leon? Where is he, Joe? Where's baby Leon? Joke's on you guys, he's fine.
I got you, right? No, the wife's visiting with a friend and they just went to Starbucks, so Papa's still waking up at the usual time, which, I don't know why I'm staying up till like 6 or 7 a.m. Like, I'm still waking up around 2 p.m. Part of me thinks, oh, are they gonna be at Starbucks for a while? I should squeeze in a Trove stream because the stupid ass Luxian event is here. But then another part of me is like, oh my god, I finally get time away from baby for a little bit of daddy time? What the fuck? Maybe I should like chill and eat and stuff and kind of recover. Alright. Pizza Pops it is. I was just going through my like Reddit updates like for games and shit. Hytale got cancelled. What the fuck, dude? For those out of the loop, Hytale was basically gonna be Minecraft 2 by the studio that made like the high pixel maps. They had a trailer like 5 or 6 years ago or something, and then Riot Games bought them up, and then they forced them to make the game in a new game engine so that it would be cross-play and everything. And it was, you know, it was one of those things where their updates were very slow. They didn't really have anything interesting to say in their blogs, but it was a game that all of us were just hyped for and waiting for. But I guess the joke's on us, because it's just done.
Wife's friend is gone, and I didn't realize wife doesn't work today, so I've been busy working and editing. But these dogs are getting very anxious, so we thought we would take them for a walkie, and unfortunately, this guy's sleeping. But he needs clothes if he's gonna come with us. So for once, wife's gonna strap him on, instead of me all the time. No, I'm just saying welcome to my life. But we're gonna get some Subway because hopefully it's cheap. Unfortunately, like, we're kind of at the end of our monthly budget for eating out, which is a very low bar since COVID because, you know, restaurants increase their price for no fucking reason. But Subway's kind of cheap. I mean, it depends on the sandwich. I'm just gonna get like a cold cut, like just the garbage, like, just sandwich. So we got back, had some Subway, and then I started streaming some Trove. It's been a while since I streamed Trove, and the stupid Luxian event just started, so I thought, screw it, I gotta hop on and do that. Now, I'm not gonna go into too much detail with all of this because I know that like a lot of my family members and stuff watch these vlogs, so they would just be confused as hell. But basically, it's an event in the game where you have to grind it out for like an hour and a half every day in order to get these various resources. And I found out the hard way that it's broken because I went through an hour and a half of grinding, and when you're done with the quest, the game gives you an item that you can then turn in to get your rewards. But when your inventory is full, like mine was, it doesn't give you the fucking item. Gamer Dad has been grinding Fantasy Life. I was kind of off-putting it for a while. I still wanted to do more Fantasy Life guides, but it meant that I had to grind up a lot of my classes in the game, so I just maxed out all of the combat classes, or at least got them high enough that I can understand their mechanics and make appropriate videos for them. On top of that, I also worked out the review for Project Silverfish, which I still want to play, even though I technically beat it. That's how you know it's a really good game. But surprise, surprise, it's not 4 in the morning yet. It's actually 1, 2, 3 a.m. So I'm gonna take a break and finish the rest of my sub that we got from Subway and just kind of try to relax a little bit before I get back to work and get the videos for tomorrow. Part of me might be procrastinating a little bit because I really don't feel good right now. Like, my stomach is kind of doing a thing, probably because of the coffee I had earlier. Come on. I'm at the gym now. Figured I'd get a quick workout in before I get back to work. Yay! I'm telling you, man, those short, quick, intense workouts, they always make me feel so much better, man. So my last exercise was arms, and depending on how I'm feeling that day, I'll just split the exercise into multiple days if I feel like it. So last time I did biceps, and today all I did was triceps, which is literally just the tricep overhead extension. I have other options for other exercises if I feel the need to, but generally speaking, I haven't needed to. This one exercise is all I do for my triceps, and they burn like hell every time. So when I'm talking about working constantly, I should probably show you guys what I've been working on. So today I've been slowly chipping away at this, which is the review for the Project Silverfish. And then this monster, on the other hand, that has like hundreds of different clips, is the full playthrough of that Project Silverfish. So I've got about 5 hours of footage that I have to kind of go through, but you can see that it's actually all already split apart. So something that's really, really handy is Adobe 2024 has this option where you can auto transcribe. So it basically tries to automatically set up a text subtitle for every single clip, right? But then you can actually go and select pauses, and then you can delete all of the pauses. So what that's gonna do is essentially end up breaking all of the clips into just when I'm talking. But it is AI, so I do still have to make an entire pass through, basically making sure each of these clips is aligned properly, whether they need to be stretched out, or in some cases like this, where it's two separate small clips, but I can see based on the audio file that it's just this clip repeated, so I would have to delete that. Point is, this is AI assisted. I still gotta put my hand in it, but it makes my workflow so much better. Like, let's say, for example, looking at the overall set of every single one of these clips, that's 5 hours of footage that I have to siphon through. But if I end up closing the gap, it's going to automatically push all of these clips together. And so that 5 hours of footage is now broken down into 2 hours and 15 minutes, meaning that I don't have to go through 5 hours of footage. I only have to go through 2 hours of footage, just going through, giving it a sweep and cleaning everything up. 2 hours of footage might seem like a big deal, but when you consider that this was roughly a 20-hour game, that's not that bad. I talked about this in another video, but what I essentially do for my longer playthroughs is I'll just end up like grabbing highlight clips of scenes that end up happening or things that I think are interesting, rather than the old school method of just recording 20 hours of footage and then going through that myself. It's still a lot of work to condense what would otherwise be a full playthrough with multiple episodes into a singular video. So I hope somebody appreciates it. My problem is because I'm not good at being a YouTuber, aka being a lazy fuck. It means that I'll give a game that I enjoy the full playthrough treatment rather than just chasing the videos that'll make the views. Like, I'm sure this format would do so much better if I played that new Five Nights at Freddy's slot, but unlike the Markipliers, the Jacksepticeyes, and all that stuff, I can't fake it when I'm bored, dude. But what about when you're playing Trove? Yes. Guess who's been working till 6 in the morning? Ha ha ha. Me. I honestly don't know why I've been staying up so late lately. I guess I'm just on a roll as far as my work is concerned. But the thing is, normally I was going to sleep at around like maybe 4 or 5. At least like a couple weeks ago, that was kind of like my normal schedule. The reason why it's so confusing to me is because I'm staying up later, but I'm still waking up at the exact same time, which means that I'm steadily just becoming more and more exhausted and tired. And thus, I am becoming less efficient, which means that my work is taking longer because I'm actively doing it slower. Thank you, tired brain. I appreciate you. The thing is, it feels like I haven't gotten a solid break to recuperate. Part of me just gets immediately engrossed in my work because as soon as the wife is home and can take care of the baby or baby goes to bed, then I feel like that's my opportunity to kind of detox and play some games with the boys, but then it's also time to work because I am on an active time limit to get things done before I inevitably either have to go to bed because baby Leon and wife and everything. Like, normally if I didn't have the responsibility of my baby boy now, I would probably just stay up. Like today, I would just stay up because fuck it. There's a Little Nightmares showcase at like 12 p.m. So why the hell wouldn't I just stay up for 6 more hours? Oh, because I gotta take care of my boy. And I'm not complaining about this, okay? I wanna be very, very clear. It's not like oh man, I gotta take care of my baby. This sucks. It's nothing like that. I guess the point I'm getting at is it's just a much bigger change to my life than expected. And it's slowly starting to hit harder, I guess. I don't know. Like, part of me feels like, damn, when is work going to slow down? And it's not. And I can still keep doing it, and I'm okay. I'm not like dead inside or anything. I'm actually pretty damn satisfied. Like, as far as life is concerned, I think the only thing that I would like complain about personally would be, I feel like because baby Leon is here, the wife and I haven't gotten some quality time together, you know? But baby Leon is still so young, and there's a lot of responsibility with taking care of such a young little sweet baby that I don't really feel confident in having someone like my parents babysit him, because he might start freaking out and then they'll panic and not know what to do when, you know, for us it's just, oh, he's crying because he needs food or just because he wants you to hold him stuff. I think on top of that, it's just the bills, you know, life stuff. Yes, we're gonna go there. So the wife is still only doing part-time, but thankfully her job pays enough. The problem is me. Like, I'm working my absolute ass off, and YouTube, I'm not gonna lie, guys, YouTube's a pretty shit career. Like, being self-employed and being able to play video games and just work for myself is so fun, gratifying, and rewarding that it's like, okay, cool. I'll just keep doing this until I die. I'll eventually be the 90-year-old YouTuber. I don't care. But realistically, I am not getting paid for the adequate amount of work that I'm putting back into it. And part of me is like, yeah, I need to be grateful for the fact that I'm even getting paid to play these games in the first place. And so long as I can pay my bills every month, hey, I'm cool with that. I just wish that it wasn't so close every fucking time. But even though it is 6 a.m. now, I gotta eat. I'm starving, dude. Like, I barely ended up having much food earlier. And yeah, I think that I've realized the reason why I've been eating so much at night is because in the morning, baby Leon doesn't usually let me have breakfast, because I immediately have to start taking care of him, which is fine. But I think that's why I'm eating at night, because now breakfast isn't as much of a, you know, reliance now. Whereas before I would wake up in the morning and be like, I'm starving, and, you know, just I'd be busy trying to cook and stuff while he's screaming at me, which makes me stressed out and freak out. Now it's like, okay, whatever, I can stop, I can take care of him, and then I can continue cooking. But okay, I genuinely need to shut up and get at this cheese and watermelon combo. See? No breakfast for daddy. I'm telling you, man, there's a trick to the eating before bed. Right, baby? Because, of course, as soon as I get up, it's my turn. Hey. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta feed him and then hopefully find something to eat myself. Welcome to my breakfast, where I have dip and veggies and jam peanut toast. Here we are again. This is why a standing desk was a good investment. So I'm just gonna set up and do a stream reaction to the Little Nightmares showcase. It's actually already come and gone, but I wasn't awake to watch it. Why in the fuck is it 1 hour long? I thought for sure it would just be like the Little Nightmares 1 Enhanced and then Little Nightmares 3 release date, but why is that over an hour long? Oh, I see. I'm stupid. The countdown timer is 30 minutes, so the showcase is 30 minutes, which still seems long for this. That Little Nightmares showcase was fucking horseshit. Man, talk about taking like a really interesting franchise and then just torpedoing it into monetization. They even have like an enhanced edition of Little Nightmares 1, which doesn't look any better than the original game. That's what happens when a game has really good art direction and doesn't focus on fancy graphics. It makes it timeless. But to add insult to injury, I don't get the free upgrade to the enhanced edition for owning the original game. Instead, I have to pre-order Little Nightmares 3 to get the enhanced edition of Little Nightmares 1. Fuck off. And then you were freaking out. You slept on me for like 30 minutes, not even anything more than that. And now you were just super grumpy because you didn't want to be on me, huh? I don't know what you want today, dude. You're sweet though. Yeah. But you're so like, huh? Honestly though, I'm kind of okay with him not being on me because it's really freaking hot and humid today, dude. Like, whew. Even these dogs are just like, she's wide awake, but she's done. Wide awake, done. I know. It's a tough one today, man. He's being super Velcro, baby. Like the second I leave him, he just starts freaking out. Yeah. Wonder where you're going in such a hurry, Jum? You gonna do your business? The portal's opening. Yep. So fucking humid out here, dude. Like, it's not hot. It's just humid. He was nice and actually let me lay him down. Because usually he'll wake up as soon as I try to take him off of me. But I can't wear him today. It's far too hot and I'm just, I don't know, I guess because I didn't sleep much. Like, I'm just exhausted. All that lack of sleep is catching up to me. But these dogs are clearly waiting for their din-din. So I'm gonna do that and give my mom a call because she just sent me a text. Every time I try to call my mom after she sends a text or just try to call her out of the blue, she never answers. I don't know if it's that she's busy. I think it's more so she just doesn't notice her phone. Like, she either has it in the other room or whatever. Oh, never mind. Now I'm getting a call. So I was going to say, the dogs are really picky. So I just put some coconut butter in their... Get out of here, Budge. I put cocoa butter in their food. Not a lot, just a little bit. Apparently it's good for their teeth. Like, that's like the recommended thing to brush their teeth with. But yeah, I just kind of caught up with my mom and other family stuff, and then suddenly started hearing him screaming like a banshee, so here we are. I want to work, but I don't know, he's squirming a bit too much, so it makes it tough to do mouse movements on my computer with editing and junk. I don't know, I'm gonna see if he'll let me play a game or something, because I just need to relax a bit. He let me play Mario Kart for a little bit, and then otherwise, wife is home and I'm making dinner. So I was randomly craving ramen, and yeah, we got like a noodle soup meal today. I mean, it's not ramen, but yeah, should be good. But where's baby? I took the risk and I put him in bed and he's still sleeping. It's all coming together. Dun-dun. Very hot. Pretty good though. Sorry, baby. It's time to wake up.
Why is one socken?
I don't know. Look who it is, baby. Hi.
You smile at the camera, not me.
Yeah. Hi, baby.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
If we don't wake you up, you're gonna wake up in the middle of the night. Come on, baby. Time to eat and chill. Hi, baby. Baby watching TV. Uh-oh. Apparently, as far as like parenting stuff's concerned, there's a big difference between when a kid is watching TV alone versus when they're watching with parents, because when they're watching with parents, it's like it's a group activity. That's what I tell myself.
Watching a murder show.
Yeah, but he doesn't understand what's going on. Hello, Jub Jub. Baby's finally in bed, so we get to finally play Mario Kart. We haven't gotten to play in so long, yo. So shortly after playing Mario Kart, I started getting a mega headache. I think I'm just overtired because I keep going to sleep at like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, but I'm still waking up at 2 p.m. Anyways, after Mario Kart, baby and wife went to bed, and I started streaming Trove while having this horrible migraine. Yay, fun. My plan tonight is to throw caution to the wind and just stay up as long as I damn well feel like. Because the wife doesn't work tomorrow, which means I can finally sleep in. And since I'm not sleeping anyways, I'm basically just gonna stay up until I'm overtired and can just like actually try to get a good sleep. Schedule will be damned. That doesn't mean that I won't end up going to bed much earlier tonight, but we'll see what happens. It's only like 1:40 in the morning now. But then I thought, you know what would be a good idea? Going out and getting some air. And Boo Boo's already right here anyway, so let's go for a walk. Where are we going, Shadow Dog? You lead the way. Where are you going, Boo? Hey? Hi. I'm here. I'm keeping up. What you doing, Boo? Oh god. The streets are completely dead, dude. This is cool. It's kind of perfect for my headache. It's so silent. Good girl. Good girl. Go, Bush Bush. Go, Bush Bush. Run. Run, Bush Bush. Run uphill. It's your favorite. Good job, Bush. Good job. So I'm gonna make quite a few things. At first, I saw that there was eggs, and I haven't had eggs in a long time, so I was going to make like an egg toast thing, but I thought a PB&J would be good for after the walk. But I also noticed that we had this leftover tuna in this bowl, and we've got a lot of frozen leftover rice, so I thought, why not make some sushi, and then I can make some extra for when the wife wakes up. Let me show you guys how to make sushi, homemade sushi, with an extremely unflattering camera angle and lighting situation that casts down on my stomach. So what you're gonna need is tuna or whatever for your main protein, some rice, of course, some sushi seasoning vinegar. It's basically going to end up making the rice a little stickier. You need one of these things, I forget what they're called, and then whatever you want for your veggie. I'm gonna do cucumbers and some leftover corn. You'll also need some seaweed. So if you end up wrapping up your rice and having some frozen rice in the freezer, you just gotta put this in the microwave for 2 minutes, then take the plastic off, add a very little bit of water, and then put it in for another additional minute. That or just, make some rice fresh. Now for the tuna, we're gonna put it all in a bowl, and this bowl is probably too small. Then we're gonna be adding some mayonnaise and mixing it in. I also like adding a bit of salt and pepper, just to give it a little bit of extra flavor. And it'll kind of look like this. I may have put a little too much, but it doesn't really matter. Then we're gonna cut up our veggies. Ideally, you would not have cucumbers cut this way. Instead, you would cut it almost like a string all the way across it. So I'm just kind of making a bunch of smaller pieces. By the way, just doing this and then adding salt, great little summer snack. So then we're gonna take our big ass bowl of rice and add some of the seasoning. seasoning mix, whatever you want to call it. You don't want to go too crazy with it, but enough. By the way, I would recommend one of these big old rice spoons. I don't know what they're called, but we got them in Japan. So then we're gonna take our seaweed and put it on this sushi roll thing, whatever. And first we're going to end up putting a layer of the rice. Now, you're trying your best. I'm not very good at it, but you're trying your best to make it kind of even across the whole thing and not having like too much rice. I might have already done a little too much. Then you take the fish or whatever, the tuna, and spread it across the middle here, kind of a little bit closer, like maybe the 25% this way. And again, you don't want to go too crazy with it, but I'm hungry, so I'm kind of overdoing it a little. Then we put the veggies all the way across, and you're gonna do the roll. So you're gonna kind of get it just up here, and then use this to kind of get that first spot squeezed in, and then you gotta like continue rolling, making sure that it doesn't like completely fold in on itself. And then once you get to this part, I'm kind of kneading it in rather than like and letting it shoot out the sides, you know? But then you should end up having a sushi roll. So next we would just end up cutting it, and I'm not using the right knife for this, unfortunately. The wife's way better at this than I am. Then you just need your little bowl of soy sauce and wasabi. In my case, I like having a lot of wasabi in it. Assuming you would cut the whole roll, that is how you end up getting sushi at home, which fell apart because I'm bad at it. But it's really good, and you can eat all you want, and it's way cheaper than going out to eat sushi. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta make the rest of this and eat the rest of this. Itadakimasu. See, like these slices a little further in are looking a lot better. God damn, dude. So good.
Thank God, dude. 12 hours sleep. Fuck yeah, I feel so much better. Hi, Jub Jub. Hi, Buzz Buzz. Don't worry, we're going. We're going. It is a wee bit problematic that I woke up around like 5:30. Because it means I'm gonna be up late tonight, but then I still gotta wake up at like 2 p.m. or whatever. But whatever, I caught up on my sleep. My precious, precious sleep. We're heading to pick up Koopy's passport. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. You haven't even seen me this morning. No? Don't care? Just like Father's Day? Hi.
Distraction.
Yeah. Why do you get shy when the phone comes out? So we got the passport, and now we're took the dogs to the park just because they were getting anxious. Buzz, how about you come here? You can set her free. Hey, hey.
Go.
Bye, Buzz Buzz. Nice knowing you. Go, Jub Jub. Go, Jub Jub. Go. Go, Jub Jub. Go, 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 go. Jesus, Jub. Why? Where did this come from? Suddenly deciding I want to show off my speed. Found your grass? Grazing dogs. You have a good time, pups? Hey? Jesus, Jub. Buzz Buzz, this always happens. I always have to stop her. She gets like weirdly like, I want to eat you. Hi, Jub. You did good. I mean, you did too, Buzz. You at least ran around. Good girls. Let's go home. Hi, baby. Hi.
Ay. Hi.
Wife made Japan curry, yay!
Yay.
Baby sleepy. And puppy's ready for bed too. So since the last clip, I got really busy with working, most of all because there was a big update coming to Trove in July. I don't know when this vlog will go out, but this is before July. Basically, being part of the Trove content creator program, I've been able to get a lot of information about new updates, but I didn't know that I was allowed to talk about those new updates. So now suddenly I was able to, and so I rushed out a video to talk about all of that. And then I immediately got back to editing my Project Silverfish video, which, whew, it's finally done. It's finally done. Look at all those clips, man. I basically had to scrub through this whole thing, just making sure all the footage would sync up properly and whatever. It's currently at 4 hours and 10 minutes of footage, which I'm not gonna act like I went through all of that, but let's remove unused clips and see how short it makes it. I'm assuming it's still gonna be around 2 hours. Yep, 2 hours and 6 minutes. No one's gonna fucking watch this, which kind of sucks because I put a lot of effort into it. I mean, that's okay. Like, it was very gratifying for me. I basically had like 20 hours, a full 20-hour playthrough, and I was able to condense that down to 2 hours. So I think I did a pretty damn good job. I just should do it with more popular games, because then I would actually get views for all of my work. But this game was a banger, man. Like, I really wanted to cover it. So now I just gotta record an intro to that 2-hour video explaining the circumstances of the video to anyone that watches it. But it is 12:40 in the morning and I gotta end up streaming some more Luxian before Trove's daily reset. I should also mention that the wife doesn't work tomorrow either, which is awesome because it means that I could sleep in. I'm not going to, because tomorrow we actually have a Capcom showcase, which is gonna show off the new Resident Evil and a bunch of other things, which means that I gotta do a live stream reaction to that. But my mom's gonna be coming over, bringing some food, visiting baby Leon. Point being is I got to sleep in for 12 hours today, but then going into tomorrow, I'm probably not getting that much sleep. But that's okay, because I feel fantastic. Oh, Trove stream done. That was a pretty good one. So far it seems like streaming around like 12 or 1 a.m. my time is a good time frame, because a lot of the North Americans are starting to go to bed while Europeans are still up, just because that's the day for you guys. I don't know. It might just be that there was a lot of hype around the new Trove update. This freaking pimple. But now I've actually been spending a couple hours not only just editing a couple things here and there, but I've been trying to render out this 2-hour video, and it keeps running into errors. It's just the name of the beast, unfortunately, whenever it comes to more complex stuff like this, or larger projects, I should say. So I've been rendering it out multiple times, trying to figure out like where the problem is. And so far it's gotten through like 90% of the video this time. So maybe I'm just gonna get lucky. Otherwise it's gonna die right at the end again. It's right there. It's right at the end. Just fucking finish. Sometimes a solution, which is dangerous, is if I pause it and then turn it back on. Very rarely does that resolve it, but I hope that it's not going to die again and just not actually like finish. Yes, it finished. So why did it keep messing up the render? Like, stupid ass computers, dude. Bro, I am freaking out right now. System Shock 2 Remaster is available right now. Like I'm pretty sure I'm the first person to launch this game right now because there's no reviews, and the original release date said it was gonna be at like 4 p.m. but I guess it secretly was 5 a.m. I need to get to bed. I need to eat and get to bed, but I'm too excited. I've been waiting for this game for so fucking long. It's okay. I can just play a little bit, right? I can just do the advanced training. I may have messed up. It's 6 in the morning now. That's okay. I wasn't really expecting to go to sleep on time anyway because of how late I woke up, but I made a little bit more sushi. I'm gonna have some dip and veggies, hang out with you, and then get my ass to bed because we've got the Capcom showcase tomorrow and my mom's coming over and bringing us some food. So we're kind of skipping into the middle of the day here. Come on, pups. Let's get going, eh? Hi. Walkie time. Oh, he's waving. Pretty much as soon as I woke up, like the wife woke me, my mom came over, brought us some like hamburgers and fries and stuff, so that was nice to visit with her. And then at the same time, my cousin called on the phone, so we all kind of caught up and talked together. And then I had to say goodbye to Mom because there was the Capcom showcase, which didn't really do much. It was just big announcements for Monster Hunter. I could care less. Showed off a little bit of Resident Evil. Pretty hype, but I'm already sold on the game anyway, honestly. Hi. Hi, baby. Because you're falling over? Is that why? Hi. Go on, Jub. Go on, Jub. Go on. Yeah, get on the goddamn grass. Come on, there you go. No, get on the grass. There you go. It's wet. I don't want to touch it. It's so wet. And then when you're on there, it's like, oh, I kind of like it. It's so wet. This is gross. Bye, Jub. Hi, Buzz. You gonna do your kicks? You realize that's a male thing, right? To mark territory?
Dib dib! 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 Dib dib!
No, it's done.
Dib dib!
What? So a lot's happened since that last clip. We actually ended up playing Mario Kart with my cousin and his wife and used game chat for the first time. And then we also messed around with game share on the Nintendo Switch. Basically, it's like just a chat, but with the Switch. And it was surprisingly pretty good because we had like the Switch in the complete other room and they could still hear us fine. But then there was also the game share where I got to share some games with my cousin that he doesn't own. And it, again, was really surprisingly intuitive and quick and easy. So that was neat. Then the wife and I chilled for a while, just watching some stuff. We've been watching Riverside. I forget what it's called. It's on Netflix, but anyways, it's been pretty good. I don't know, I was kind of just in the mood to chill, so I chilled with her until like 11. And then I ended up doing a Trove stream to get like the Luxian crap out of the way. And then I really wanted to stream System Shock 2, but I think I'm just gonna say nah and just chill for the rest of the night and kind of recuperate and keep things on the down low. Because the crazy thing is this clip is not my usual, hey guys, it's 5 in the morning. It's actually only 2:30. So I got my work done pretty quickly. I got the stream scheduled for tomorrow. I got a couple other videos scheduled for tomorrow. I should have made a short Trove video scheduled for tomorrow, but fuck it. This guy wants to eat, chill, and watch stuff. Unfortunately, I already ate my my burger from earlier when my mom came over, so there's not really anything in the fridge. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I forgot we've got the wife's curry. The thing is, I really want to play that System Shock remaster, but what can I say, dude? With baby in my life, Papa just doesn't have the time. We're kind of skipping in to the middle of this day because it's just kind of a standard day for me, you know. Woke up, had the rest of the curry that the wife made because there was a little bit left over, and then otherwise just sleeping baby, feeding baby. I did get to play System Shock. I've decided that I'm going to just record it because unfortunately this little sweet baby does not let me stream anytime. Like, I could stream with him, but it would mean like constant interruptions and pauses and stuff like that, and it's just like, I don't know, it becomes a whole thing. So I'm just gonna record the whole game, and either I'll splice it all down or I'll just release it as is because fuck it, I don't know, we'll see. It's one of those rare games where it's more for me, but I don't really want the footage to go to waste kind of thing, if that makes sense. The one and only thing that kind of sucks about baby life, everything takes so much longer. Like, even right now, be quiet, even right now, I want to go shopping because we need some stuff from Costco. I can't do that. I could go, but I would only be able to take like a couple things with me that I could carry. And obviously I wouldn't be able to carry a big box in front of me because baby is in front of me. So I'm gonna have to wait for the wife to get home, and hopefully Costco's still open. Okay, whatever. But even so, it takes so much longer to do every little thing because now he's got to come into the car. We got to strap him into his seat. Then he's got to get strapped to the wife while we're in Costco. And it's fine, you know, it's the cost of baby. But it's like, oh my God. And then on top of that, whether he's freaking out because he's like hungry or needs a diaper change. Oh my God. Anyway, time to feed baby. I think it's just one of those days where annoyed is too strong a word, but it's kind of like bordering on that. Oh my God. Oh, I can finally get this thing off of me, dude. Whew. So much baby sweat. Hi. Hi. Yeah. You notice the camera, huh? I mean, it is pretty in your face. Oh. You were so noisy. Whoa, why? Yeah? Hello? Jesus. Yeah, you're so talky. You're so talky right now. Bow. Well, we're here at Costco now, and I don't know why there's so many people trying to come here last minute. We're coming here when it's almost closed, just by happenstance. All these error freaks are like actively going here right now. Interesting world, nah?
Yeah. Very nice.
I made a super fucked up hot dog. It's got ketchup, mustard. What's the other mustard we got? Dijon mustard, Parmesan cheese, homemade jalaps, and some spicy Japan sauce. I don't remember what it's called, but yes. I did the same for my wife, and I also got this for me with some gravy. It's pretty good, but the cheese is surprisingly overpowering it. It's 4:30 in the morning, and this guy actually woke up for once. It finally happened, guys. I was in the middle of working, and then baby Leon gets up. Okay, whatever. It is now 5:30, and he just won't go back to sleep. So unfortunately, I just put him back in his bed, because I have to finish work, so I can get the fuck to bed. Okay, just finished up. Sounds like baby went to sleep. Now it's time for me to go to sleep.
Enjoying life, Jub?
So I got in a little bit of work, but now we're heading out to visit one of Mariko's friends who works at a sushi restaurant. So Yay, sushi. I'm so hungry, dude. I haven't had breakfast because this was coming.
Hungry.
Yeah, no, not hangry. I feel sick. I'm hungry. That kind. There you go, little dude. He's supposed to be napping, but he's wide awake. Too curious.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Got him to go to sleep. So hopefully he stays asleep. Perfect timing too, because our food's not even here yet. We've been waiting for 40 minutes now, I think, because baby Leon went to sleep and he's been asleep for like 30 minutes and we were waiting before he fell asleep, so it's okay. I don't care. I'm just really hungry. And they keep telling us like, oh, the restaurant's busy, and it's like, well, yeah, but I've seen 3 tables that came after us get served, so I think they just messed up. Again, whatever. No point getting frustrated about it, but give me my goddamn meal. I'm hungry. Right as it started to arrive, we knew it was gonna happen. Wow. Okay, here's mine. And then we're still waiting on wife's nigiri. There it is, the last one. And this place rarely has hamachi, which is wife's favorite. Or it's not that it rarely has it, it's just it rarely has it by the time we get here. We're actually here like pretty early for once. Usually we get here at nighttime and not very often. Anyways, I'm gonna eat. I'm not gonna record it because Leon's gonna get cranky. Well, he let me eat enough. I can just get the rest to go. It's okay. This is dad life. Leon got free ice cream, but he can't eat it, so we get to eat it. So since we got back, I played some games with my cousin. He was on Doom on the Switch, and it's got crossplay. So I was playing it on my PC, and then we played some Mario Kart, tried some game share games and stuff, and it's a pretty cool feature. Like basically, I can have him play games with me that he doesn't own, so long as the game supports it. So good job, Nintendo. And then otherwise, I'm gonna have my leftovers and we're chilling and gonna start watching season 2 of Squid Game.
Season 3.
No, season 2. No, it's the second half of season 2.
Season 3.
Yeah, but it's not actually season 3 because season 2 never finished. Right?
I don't know. I wasn't born.
It's 2:30 in the morning. Got most of my work done quicker. So I've got, I got the stupid Luxian Dragon out of the way. So I'm rendering out a stream recap of that basically. I do have a couple other videos that I have to finish before I can start wrapping up and getting ready for bed, because the wife's gonna be getting up early tomorrow again, which means I don't get to sleep in as much. And I've been getting tired again. Like that one night where I got like 12 hours sleep was a godsend. And now it's kind of back to, okay, I'll just be tired. And I'm okay with that. You know, no complaints on my end. Stressing me out is the wrong term to use, because it's not stressing me out, but I feel like I'm constantly working lately, you know, and I don't really get to enjoy it as much. Like I'm constantly recording, I'm constantly editing. I don't get to like just enjoy the aspect of recording lately. Now that said, that's kind of what I've been doing with that System Shock game that I keep referring to. That's kind of a series for me where I've been chipping away at it. You know, I record like 10 minutes here, 20 minutes here, an hour there, just when I can. And it's been fun because it's kind of more chill, almost like these vlogs where I'm just kind of sitting there and just commenting on things every now and then. That's the thing I like about those retro games is they're a lot more personal to me, where I feel like I'm just playing this old game that no one's gonna give a shit about in the first place. So I really don't have to like bother trying, if that makes sense. I can just make like a video more so for me, and it's like, if people watch it, they watch it. Kind of like what I'm doing with these vlogs, you know, it's like the views fluctuate a lot with these vlogs, but I don't really care because it's more like those of you that are watching, you guys are the true gamers that I really appreciate, you know? But anyway, even though it is 2:30 in the morning, baby Leon screaming in the other room, went to check on him. Usually what happens is he'll do that from time to time, and then the wife will end up giving him his pacifier, and then he kind of just, oh, right, I'm in bed and I'm fine and everything's good. So hopefully he stays asleep, because I still do have quite a bit of work to do. Most of all just editing and uploads and thumbnails and kind of the more boring side of things versus just playing games. 4 in the morning. See, there's proof. Anyway, I'm gonna wash stuff, and I got a sandwich of meat, some cheese for Boo Boo and me. That's right, Boo Boo. And then I realized we still had some of my homemade dip, so I got to get rid of that. And then there's also some disgusting old chips, and then the veggies are going, all of that's going in the dip. Part of me wants soup, but more of me doesn't want to make soup. Welcome to the next morning. Pretty productive thoughts though. I keep thinking of some funny videos that I could make, but because my job is all about volume, you don't really get much time to just kind of sit with your thoughts and like actually think about like, oh, this would be kind of a funny video or something. Like I don't know, I just had this idea pop in my head about a skit where it's like me talking to myself, but I'm playing 2 different people. And it would be like making fun of game journalists. Because I've been trying to think of a way that I could make a video that makes fun of game journalists because of their incompetence. Wife just went to work. Baby Leon is napping. So I'm gonna have breakfast and just chill until he wakes up, I guess. He literally woke up the second I stopped recording that clip. Yeah! 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 Hi, baby. You're flipping out today, huh? He's kind of at the point where he can almost flip onto his stomach. Apparently he did that the other day, but I wasn't there for that. The wife just caught it, and not on camera. So he's getting there. Hi, sweet baby.
Able to?
We gotta get some nipples, and then we had to get some food so that I have something throughout the week and for Din Din today, right? Yeah. So for all you weird grocery perverts out there, cherries, way too expensive. Bananas. Corn is going with our steak today, and I'll show you guys how I make it in the oven. We got some broccoli, because sometime this week the wife will end up making tempura. We had to get a couple more nipples because baby Leon hates the smaller nipples now. Like he starts screaming and freaking out. Some yogurt. I got a bunch of burritos so that I have something quick and easy to eat throughout the day. We got some, the hell are these? Hash browns. Yam, also for tempura. And some carrots for the dog's brekkie. So for the longest time, we would always just boil the corn in hot water, and I mean, it's fine, but generally, this has been a lot better lately. So you set the oven to 350, which is what we call it everywhere except for America. Then we just put olive oil on it. Not like a lot or anything, but just enough that we can, you know, get it all gooey. Salt and pepper. Throw it in the oven for, say, 20 minutes, assuming that you haven't preheated the oven. And then the corn's done. The steak, on the other hand, is a bit trickier because I'm used to using a barbecue, but we only got a stove. So I'll put olive oil and butter, and then I put salt and pepper on the top, as well as this, it's just steak salt, nothing crazy. Now, normally that might be enough, but I'm trying very weird experiments today. So then when the corn's done, you just microwave some butter, pour it over top, and yep, we're good. I'm curious how this meat turned out with all the weird shit I just did. We can have it on its own, but we always like wrapping it in some seaweed. It turned out, it's a good piece of meat, but a lot of the flavors I was hoping would soak into it are a little more subtle for my taste. I like when it's like, rah. Fast forward to tonight. I just finished a Trove stream, and I'm gonna take a bit of a break, get some food in me. Maybe those burritos that I bought, I don't know. Hello. I do still have a lot of work to do. Like I gotta get my uploads and such done for today, or tomorrow, whatever. And then tomorrow is actually going to end up being the Trove 10-year anniversary event. So that's gonna be a pretty crazy thing trying to juggle that with daily life stuff. I'm having the burritos with this sauce that we got from Mexico. Funny enough, we got this in the Walmart when we were at Mexico. It's really spicy and it's great. All right, guys, I kind of messed up on this one. I didn't expect this vlog in particular to be this long. Generally speaking, things have been very busy for me just with other projects, and so I haven't gotten around to the vlog stuff. So the point that I'm getting at is I actually already have a lot of other clips for the next vlog because I've decided to just finish this one here because it's already over an hour long. I think that for sustainability, I need to start being a bit more picky with my clips. I do appreciate the positivity and support that we get on the vlogs though. It means a lot. But the thing is, whereas with a lot of my other editing and stuff, like it's very streamlined, it's very, I'm not gonna say easy, but it's like I can just put in the grind time and that's fine. Whereas with these vlogs, because I have to go through every single clip all the way through to find out like, oh, why did I record this? Oh, because Leon did something funny, you know? It's not as easy as just looking at the audio levels and seeing, oh, I'm talking here, oh, I'm talking here, kind of thing. And so I find myself procrastinating when it comes to editing these vlogs just because they're a huge endeavor in comparison to my other videos. Or more so than an endeavor, it's that they just take a ridiculously long amount of time. I'm trying my best to have these vlogs come out like every week or every 2 weeks, but I don't know, this one just got away from me.